drive 3.4 miles, then keep right on Highway 97.
Good morning. It is Saturday, October 24th, 2009. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we are heading out of Quesnel, British Columbia. Our first stop this morning is going to be Prince George, where we'll get some fuel and probably some more coffee and head on our way. It's clear today, which is nice. Looks like so far. It's kind of crispy outside. I don't know if it's freezing yet, but it's getting pretty close. So I don't really feel like I'm racing the clock, but certainly mindful of the clock in terms of heading north. So there's your update. Good morning, and we continue our road voyage.
She's fast and she's sleek, she's a northbound. She's the engineer's love and his pride. Through canyons and mountains of snowbound, it's the great Alaska Railroad I ride. She'll be pulling out of Anchorage when the morning comes around, with her mighty engine shining blue and gold. You can see her passing by you and can hear that wondrous sound. She's a lady and a beauty to behold. Hey, she's fast and she's sleek, she's northbound. She's the engineer's love and his pride. Through canyons and mountains of snowbound, it's the great Alaska Railroad I ride. She was built by hardy sourdoughs who dared the wilderness and broke her with the muscles in their back. Though the wild and winter hounded them, they never took a rest until they laid their many miles of track. Hey, she's fast and she's sleek, she's a northbound. She's the engineer's love and his pride. Through canyons and mountains of snowbound, it's the great Alaska Railroad I ride. Her tunnels and her trestles are a monument to man. You wonder how they ever got them done. But she's screaming up to Fairbanks boys and turning round again. So it's tip your hat and watch the lady run. Hey, she's fast and she's sleek, she's a northbound. She's the engineer's love and his pride. Through canyons and mountains of snowbound, it's the great Alaska Railroad I ride. Oh, it's the great Alaska Railroad I ride.
All right. It's just about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I think we're pulling into Prince George. Gonna get some fuel, get something to eat, and head on down the road. All right, it is just about noon, and we are pulling out of Prince George. These stops never seem to go quite as efficiently as you'd like them to, but we got a lot done. We got a full tank of fuel, we got a burger, not so great. We stopped by Cal Tire and just got some opinion from them about my rig going north, and they said I am in A1 shape, and they said, don't even save your money, don't even bother getting a pair of chains this time of year. He said, in fact, you'll never use them with those tires. So I was pretty happy to hear that. Then I stopped by the local Ford dealership and got the other kind of additive that for cold weather keeps the diesel from gelling. So these are the little things you gotta pay attention to on a regular basis. And anyway, it's all good. So I'm heading up toward Dawson Creek now. I'm probably gonna stop at, I think it's called Chetwynd, before Dawson Creek, because that's where there's a turnoff. Saved myself about 100 miles. So it's about 200 miles from here, so that may just be my afternoon's work. Anyway, so greetings to and from Prince George, British Columbia, and we are back on the road. Everything's filled up and ready to go. Here we go.
I'm a fisherman, that's all I am. Born on the blue and the deep, my father's pride, rocked by the tide where the seagulls sang me to sleep. Far back as I can remember, I was holding a net or a knife, with no time to play, working hard every day, and by God, that's a fisherman's life. Hearing the roar of the engine, far away from the harbor lights, keeping time to the beat of the wind and the sea, and by God, that's a fisherman's life. Oceans and oceans of hoping, been wave after wave of hard times. So I curse and I spit and I swear that I'll quit, but by God, it's a fisherman's life. And I'm a fisherman, that's all I am. Born on the blue and the deep, my father's pride, rocked by the tide where the seagulls sang me to sleep. I was my father's pride, rocked by the tide with the seagulls, they sang me to sleep. Taking care of the cattle, with frost on my saddle, they're watered, well fed tonight. There's a light snow falling, new calves are bawling, and it's been one long, hard ride. Now I'm heading back home, well I know it's safe and warm. Chores over, and I'm satisfied. I'll kick back and drop the reins, my horse knows the way. After my long, hard ride. Way out here tonight, stars shine so bright. Oh, what a beautiful land. It's no mystery, it's easy to see. This is all painted by the master's hand. And when he calls me home, I know that I'll be safe and warm. Chores over, satisfied. I'll kick back and drop the reins, for the Lord knows the way. After my long, hard ride.
All right, we are pulling into the town of Chetwynd, northern British Columbia. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm going to call it a day. Just about caught up, about an hour short of Dawson Creek, but I'm right where the shortcut turnoff is to head north. So I'm going to call it a day and say I've as well as caught up with myself, and see what I can find here. So welcome to Chetwynd. All right.